now we turn to senior political producers Rob Hendin and Jill Jackson, who join us as they do every week with hot ads of the week. Let's go through the first one, which is in the West Virginia race that we were talking about. Governor Manchin has gone to the gun closet.
That's right, and he has not only gone to the gun closet, but he actually, I was in West Virginia earlier this week. He told us that, if you can't handle a gun in West Virginia, you shouldn't run for office in West Virginia. So
let's take a look. You have to wear an orange vest now to cover this
Exactly.
race. Let's toss the ad here.
I'm Joe Manchin. I approve this ad because I'll always defend West Virginia.
As your senator, I'll protect our Second Amendment rights. That's why the NRA endorsed me. I'll take on Washington and this administration to get the federal government off of our backs and out of our pockets. I'll cut federal spending, and I'll repeal the bad parts of Obamacare. I sued EPA, and I'll take dead aim at the cap-and-trade bill. Because it's bad for West Virginia.
Well, there we have it.
He's trying to show that he's tough, that he's independent. The whole Republican line of attack is that he's going to be a rubber stamp for Obama. And so he's trying to highlight that he's already sued the EPA while Obama was president, that he's against this cap and trade bill that's very unpopular in that that big coal mining state. And he's just basically trying to also remind people that he's their governor and that they know who he is.
Right. So he's gone from being a rubber stamp to being somebody the Secret Service has to worry about. Rob, let's go number 2, our second ad. What's that one?
It's a similar gun-toting liberal theme, and it's in Missouri, where Ike Skelton, who's been a congressman for, I think, 17 terms, has got a tough battle, and he took an ad out also with a gun.
All right, let's take a look at our second gun ad of the week.
The right to keep and bear arms is fundamental to Missouri's rural heritage. But when Vicki Hartzler had a chance to defend the Second Amendment, she took a stand against the NRA, opposing concealed carry. Vicki Hartzler thought government should decide, not gun owners. Ike Skelton knows what the Second Amendment means to rural Missouri. That's why the NRA endorses Ike and asks all Missouri gun owners, hunters, and NRA members to vote for Ike Skelton for Congress.
I'm Ike Skelton, and I approve this message.
No actual gun, but still the message is clear.
Yes, this is, I think, these two ads are the parallel universe of ads right now. You have two liberal members of legislative Congress here, and you have a governor in West Virginia basically running as Republicans in any other year. That would never be a Democratic ad. They're endorsing gun ownership. They've got the NRA endorsement, which is interesting because the NRA will endorse incumbents over challengers if you have equally pro-gun credentials. And it's just, they're going to issues that are off the economy, that are off of spending. Let's go back to guns, and let's try to make it. This here you have saying a Republican is soft on guns.
Right, do what we can to connect with voters that we're not otherwise connecting with. All right, let's look at our third ad here. This is from Jack Conway, who's running against Rand Paul in Kentucky Senate race.
From Rand Paul.
The real answer to Medicare would be a $2,000 deductible.
A $2,000 deductible?
Rand Paul wants us to pay $2,000 just to get Medicare?
That's crazy. I can't afford that.
The real answer to Medicare would be a $2,000 deductible.
I don't know what planet he's from.
Rand Paul is off the wall with a $2,000 deductible.
Doesn't he know that we can't afford that?
The more we hear about Rand Paul, the worse it gets.
I'm Jack Conway, and I approve this message.
All right, Jill, seems pretty straightforward.
Yes, and this is really, once again, Democrats are really trying to paint some of these Tea Party Senate candidates as extreme, and in this case, really trying to put that, they're trying to target seniors, obviously, and scare them a little bit about what that extremity means.
Right, and seniors vote, and a big and important voting block there. All right, we're going to now look, last ad here will be from that debate last night. Already there's an ad. Now let's take a look at it.
Is there anything the insurance companies should be mandated to cover? Anything?
Anything at all?
At the debate, Sharon Angle couldn't think of a single thing insurance companies should be made to cover. Not one thing. Not colon cancer tests, not mammograms, not autism, nothing.
Anything at all?
Okay, so no insurance mandates.
Not if Sharon Angle has her way. That's extreme and dangerous.
Well, you see, you've already talked about the man up, and what Angle's people want is man up to be played every day from here until the election in Nevada. And what Reid wants to do is say she's crazy, she's extreme, and now they're adding extreme and dangerous about insurance and say that she's on the side of the insurance company. So Reid trying to take advantage of what he thought was a win last night on that point and remind voters in Nevada that okay, she said man up, but she's on the side of the insurance company against basic things like mammograms and colon cancer screening, which is important and something that he's talked about for the middle class. She's not.
Right, and something that has wide popularity well outside of just Democratic circles.
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Jill, thanks so much. Rob, thank you.
Pleasure.